exactly the same and have almost exactly the same names, and they the people who supposedly died in the explosions or whatever. Google this stuff. I'm telling you, it's right at your tips, the fingertips. Some of these people that were supposedly killed are still alive. Some of them are even professors at college. And when they were confronted about the pictures, they got offensive and they tried to dip out on the people before the people could really hold conversation. Go Google this stuff. It's a whole lot of this. So, it's crazy. Can you hear me now? I get the reference. Can you hear me now? From the commercial that it used to have. I get that. Region 9 says Challenger. Yeah, Challenger. The one that it's supposed to exploded. They found every last one of those people that were supposed to die. They had a chart. A guy presented it before a council, and they threw him out because he was saying, "Listen, look at the picture. Look at." He did comparison studies of everything, and then the names and everything, and the council was so afraid they threw him out because he was saying, "Listen, these people are not dead. That was for show. That did not take place." And this guy was dead, and you could tell that he was sincere in what he was saying. Go Google this stuff. And seriously, I'm not conspiracy theorist. I'm telling you what to do. You don't have to believe the stuff. I'm saying just go look at it. And so look, it says number 5, loss of expertise. Man, stop this right here. You have better scientists that are more knowledgeable, that have looked further into the depths of space, right? And have acquired more expertise in astrophysics, and you say loss of expertise. And your technology today is better. Your engineering is better. Your technicians are better, and you say loss of expertise. And then you say many engineers and technicians from the Apollo era have retired, and crucial historical knowledge isn't always well documented, forcing modern teams to relearn processes. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? Huh? So, and I want you to think about this, because a lot of the times before they do certain things, they carry out test runs in the desert or underwater or something. Astronauts actually train underwater too. So check this out. You have a problem with a life support system, right? But you have nuclear reactors and submarines where the submarine could essentially stay submerged underwater indefinitely. And that the reason they got those propulsion systems, that technology, is because they were doing tests so that they can have it for space. And you cannot translate that to your spaceships, but you can go to space and stay up there for months in the space station. But life support system has a problem. Man, stop this. Stop it. I was born at night, just not last night. I did not fall off a turnip truck. You cannot just tell me anything and I'm going to go for the okie doke. That's not how things are. Listen, we've been up here for an hour 6 minutes. I want to thank you all for joining me. I'm pretty sure we'll be doing a show with Bart coming up because he didn't make it his schedule. I guess a schedule and problem. I got to get prepared for Larry Wilkerson to come onto the platform. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me. Hit the like button, please. Listen, and check your subscription, because I'm gaining more viewers. I'm gaining more subscribers. And then when I go back to the YouTube platform, I've lost more than I've gained every time. And I know it's not you, because people are telling me they're being unsubscribed. They're not getting the notifications and everything. So I understand why they're doing this. But I'm saying you can help the channel out, okay? And by checking your subscriptions and checking your notification button, and also word of mouth. Tell everybody about the platform. We have the same guests as Judge Knapp. We have, as a matter of fact, let me tell you something. Dimitri Lascaris, I'll have him Wednesday. All right. You see how popular he is. He was first on my show. You see Alex Craner, he was first on my show. Gregory Matarino came on my show first, the little small show. So this is your favorite channel's favorite channel. A lot of these guys went on to become very well known on the internet after being on this platform. Other shows got them. Go look at the history, the chronological history of it. Seriously. And a lot of them thank me. As a matter of fact, and I shouldn't say this publicly, but my good friend, KJ Noah, said that I was the best interviewer out of everybody. Okay? I shouldn't say that, but I have to say things like this to let you know this show is recognized. When I had Salim Mansour on, he said, yes, I've heard about your show. He said, I talked to Larry Johnson, and Larry had nothing but good words to say about you. So, and he says, Larry says, Rashid stands on his principles. He doesn't care. So when people say that about you, that says something about you. I want you all to help the platform grow. We got to beat this algorithm. They're killing me with this algorithm, suspending my shows, suspending my my interviews and all of this stuff. Please help me. So I've even had Region 9, I've had Tom Luongo on the show multiple times. I see you in the chat. I had him on. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, as my brother says right here. I'm going to keep bringing you the truth. So I'm going to get ready for the next show. I want to thank each and every one of you for giving me your time, because you did not have to spend your time with me. Join me back here in about 15, 20 minutes. We're going to have Larry Wilkerson, former Chief of Staff for Colin Powell, and worked in the Pentagon. So we're going to talk to him about a whole range of issues, from the Trump White House and what's going on to what's going on in the Middle East and on the Russian front, and what America is trying to do with China or whatever. So we're going to have him on, and I want to thank you all for joining me on the most powerful platform for truth, Bart on God's green earth. Remember, this little channel is your favorite channel's favorite channel. Okay? Always remember that, to do right by others, not because there's some accolade or recognition or pat on the back, but do right by others because it's the right, the humane, and the godly thing to do. Because even when no one else is watching you, remember, God Almighty is watching you. And as my late, great, beautiful, and excellent mother would always say, God sits high on the throne of power, but he looks low at the actions of man. Know that I love each and every one of you who loves truth, but know that the love that I have for you will always pale in comparison to the love that the divine supreme being, God, the true and living God of freedom, justice, and equality has for you. Until we next speak again, stay strong, stay true. But above all things, remember this one thing above all, to stay righteous. Hey, mama, your baby boy still loves you more than life. Deuces, everybody. Thank you all for joining me. Peace. We're out of here.
Told you to walk away. That was my first and last mistake. I'm blue without your face. But what can I do? 'Cause I'm just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back.